Hi guys, it's your girl Jean back with another video. Today I have some chicken Parmigiana. Yes, I thought about can I eat today, and I'm looking through my freezer, and so this is from the frozen. I know how to fix my own, but this was something that I just pulled out the freezer because I didn't want to do a whole lot of cooking. I just wanted something simple. So let us get a prayer in. Amen. Amen. So, how are you guys doing today? I am so glad to be back sharing with you what I'm eating, just giving you words of encouragement. I pray that everybody is doing fine today. Everything is going well. We have a stormy day. It just really stopped pouring down. And I love the rain. I love the rain. And so it's pouring down right now. I was supposed to have been going out, handle some business, but I decided to change my mind. I'll go out tomorrow, but today I don't feel it. I'm just gonna sit at my window and I like to look out, watch the rain come down, meditate, talk to God. And so that's what I'm gonna do. But first I'm gonna eat because this is like my first time eating today and it's like 2:35. So let's see how I had this before. I know how this tastes. I had this brand before and it's pretty good. But what I usually do when I get something, I tweak it. I had to add to it. Like most tomato based stuff just be too tomatoey to me. So I take my sugar and I put a little sugar in it. So the only thing I did with this is I tasted the base, the sauce, and it was real tomatoey. So I add a little sugar, just a little salt and a little pepper. And then of course I put more cheese. It's made with mozzarella cheese. So I put my cheddar cheese on top. Mm, it's good. I think the chicken, because we're talking about frozen, the chicken is pretty good, but it's breaded. It's kind of thick breaded. Like when I do it my own, I don't make my bread in that thick. It's nice and tender and good. And I made it extra cheesy. I'm a cheese person. I love cheese. Mm. So, how have things been going for you? How have your day been? Has it been a bright day? I hope that it is. Even in the midst of bad weather, you have something to smile about, something to sing about. Because you're still living, you're still here. And that's a blessing. Mhm. I thought about a vegetable, but I couldn't make up my mind what I want. So I'll make sure when I have dinner or supper, whichever one you call it, my evening meal, I'll eat some vegetable. It won't be nothing big or heavy. It'll be something very simple. But I'll make sure to have my greens, get that nutrition in. This is hot. The rain really coming down. I'm glad I didn't go out because I would have got caught in it. I don't move fast enough to get out of places and get in my car. I will be soaking wet by the time I get there. I got to the point now I don't even try to move fast. I just take my time and do what I need to do. And I'm a slow pokey. But what needs to be done gets done. hmm This is a good movie day. Maybe I'll find me a movie to watch. This morning, while I was doing my treatment, I was watching things about Jerusalem, the Holy Land. It was interesting, very interesting. I like to watch documentaries because you learn a lot of things that you did not know or you thought you knew. And it puts something in your mind and make you say, well, let me go research this and see what's, really happening. And I always said I wanted to go to the Holy Land. I want to walk where Jesus walked. I want to feel that presence of him. But first of all, I have to get on a plane. I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing about it, y'all. This girl got to get on a plane. I don't know. I have never been, I'm 61, and I have never, ever been on an airplane except to walk through. I was on a military base and they was giving us a tour of the planes, and I got in there. I sat down, listened to the instructor, talking to us about it, and then we got off. That's the closest I've been to an airplane. So I don't know. I never really had um, a lot of desires to travel. How some people say, "Oh, I want to go to Paris. I want to go to England. I want to go here." I never really, you know, I never really was an adventurous person like that. I was fine just visiting places close to home. And not because I would have to get on a plane to go there, but I just never had that. Like I want to see France. I want to do this. I want to do no. Mm-mm. The only place, like I said, I would love to go to the Holy Land. I would definitely love to go there. You know, maybe one day I will. I hope so. Mm. to be frozen, this is pretty good. Mm, very good. I tried some one time and I didn't bread my chicken cutlets. And I think I like it better without the breading. Mm, well, that's good. I put two cutlets up here, but I think when I finish this one, that'll be it for right now. It doesn't take much to fill me up. I get about 20, 21 years ago, I had a gastric bypass. So I still can't eat a lot at one time. Thank goodness. The only thing about it is I don't retain vitamin. Your body, once you have that, your body don't retain vitamins good. So I have to have an iron supplement. I have to take, nutra vitamins and, different things like that. And I think that plays a part in why I'm, tired a lot because I don't have that energy. So we have to do supplements and I try to find some, but I was reading an article a while ago and it was saying when we buy these vitamins over the counter, they not necessarily um, what they say they are. They are fillers. They fillers, and we spend all this money on vitamins and stuff, and it's really not making a difference, you know. Because when I first had it, and I wasn't eating anything, it took me, oh my God, it took me over a year before I could really eat. And I was eating things like applesauce, yogurt, and I couldn't stand yogurt. I mean, a little cup of yogurt, it would take me all day to eat that. I just put a little bit on the spoon because I couldn't like it. After a while, I said, forget that. And I was just eating applesauce. I ate applesauce so much. Now I don't even know when I had applesauce. And then I went from applesauce to I tried a scrambled egg when they told me to try. Well, I did Jello, so I did did real good with Jello. And the doctor told me to try a egg, a soft egg, cook it real soft. And the first time, my cousin was living with me at the time, and she fixed me an egg. She scrambled me an egg, and I'm telling you, I only took a couple of bites, and my stomach was like, nope, nope, nope. That did not stay down. And so I think I went to grits and I did grits real good, but I had to just eat like a little teeny bit on the spoon at a time. So it was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was rough. I like excuse me, what they doing now is much more easier. The lap band and stuff like that, that's more easier. But I had a gastric bypass where they went in, cutting and all of that stuff, and taking this out and taking that out and bypassing this and doing all. I had major surgery, and so it was rough. But I lost 200, and but my total loss was like 246 pounds. And it was like I came to a plateau because I still wasn't eating. I was barely eating, but I wasn't, losing any more weight. So then eventually I went to meats. I tried meats because I'm a meat person. And I could only like take a couple of bites of meat, and it was just like I had a whole big plate of meat just from meats were rough when I started eating them. And I mean, so I just stuck with eating all soft stuff. And gradually, I started adding my meats. Um, I couldn't do sweets. The doctor has said, like if you eat anything rich, you'll get what they call the dumps. And oh my gosh, I remember the first time I experienced that. I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. I was like, what in the world? And I remember what the doctor said, because the first time I experienced, you know what I had? I had some cheesecake, because I felt like cheesecake is soft. I ain't talking about the crust, but the filling. And I thought that'd be okay if I had a little bit, because when I took my first bite, and I was like, oh, this is rich, because I was at a restaurant. I forgot what restaurant I was at. And I took a couple of bites, and I think like on my third bite, I started feeling sick, and my heart stopped pumping real fast, and I'm sweating, and everybody's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I said, this must be what the doctor called the dumps. I think the cheesecake was just so rich. I said, y'all, please get me home, because I feel like I'm going to pass out. And I got in the car. I was so miserable because I couldn't sit right. I mean, I just felt terrible. So they got me to my apartment, and I didn't even make it to the bed. I laid across my couch, and I just was praying, because I didn't know what was happening. I was praying to God, and I eventually fell asleep. When I woke up, everybody had gone except one of my friends. She was still there. And she was like, you okay? I said, yeah, I was fine after I woke up. I said, never again. I don't think I had cheesecake for a long time after that. And so even with ice cream, I already knew that ice cream is rich. So it was years before I even tasted ice cream. It was a crazy experience, but it was worth it. It was worth it because I lost so much weight. And so that prolonged my life, because I was at the point where I was in and out the hospital. And I know 2 times I have been in the hospital, and the doctor was like, oh, she ain't gonna make it, and different things like that. You know how they talk, and you could still hear them. I remember one time I was out of it, but I heard the conversations. It was like a group of doctors standing over me. I heard everything they said. I remember one time they called all my family together. So it was worth the pain and the stuff that I went through to get it done. And if I had it to do it all over again, I would have done it then. Knowing what I would have been going through, I still would have done it, because the outcome was better for me. But so the only thing I deal with now is I still can't do real rich food. No, oh my God, I still get the dumps if I do, but I'm aware of it. So I'm only gonna eat a couple of spoons full of ice cream. Like if I go to McDonald's, where I used to, I don't do that anymore. After I done seen so many reports on how they don't clean They are milkshake machines. I mean, none of the restaurants, I ain't just talking about McDonald's, I'm saying none of the restaurants, people say they don't clean, people that work there, that used to work there, so they have clean the machines and stuff. So I don't even mess with ice cream or milkshakes anymore. But when I used to get, because I like the McDonald's ice cream, but I will only eat half of the ice cream and then I just throw the rest away so I wouldn't get sick. But other than that, I just have to, I just can't eat fast. I can't eat, like, put a whole lot of stuff in my mouth because it's like it get caught right here, and that's miserable. But it was a journey, and it was a lot of praying, honey. God brought me through. Is I mean, if it would had not been for the Lord, that's why my belief is so strong. Don't care what anybody have to say, any criticism, any denial. I know what I've been through, and I know who brought me through. And it was a rough journey, but he brought me through. And I'm happy about it. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. And remember, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Tell others about me. Share this video. Like it. And I'll see you on the next journey. Be blessed.